Okay, y'all, quick video to mention that I'm back to square one. It's not a total defeat today, but needless to say, I did not. We're going to get right on into it. Went to the car lot, was approved and denied all at the same time. So, how does that shit happen right now? So, went to the car lot today. Like I told y'all, I got the flyer in the mail. I said, well, let me go ahead and try my luck. I ain't doing nothing else anyway. Uh, Gloves are on back order and all that. So let me go ahead and try my luck. So needless to say, I was my income and stuff was there for the most part, except for the fact that we literally just got legally able to start working as far as physical, and that's the bulk of my service. Unfortunately, I'm working on getting my retail sales to be 60%, which I did good for the most part. With a few sales, I've done a sold about $700 worth of kits and stuff, and I mentioned that on my main channel about my skin lightening kits, my acne treatment kits, my eczema kits, all of that. I offer drop shipping and stuff, except for if I need to send you some soap, I send that directly by myself. Uh-oh. Hmm, got my reminder. I'm already doing the video, but anyways, like I said, unless I need to add a lightning soap to your kit, then I have to go downtown and send your package directly myself. But for the most part, I can drop ship most of the kits. And I'll be talking more about that on my beauty channel, because we also got to get into the update on darn on Megan Good and her skin bleach, and unfortunately it's not good. But what's not good, although with me, was, honey, they told me if only I had a current darn on pay stub. That's the only thing that stopped me, was the fact that I didn't have a current pay stubs for all of my jobs. So it's like I literally got to wait until like September to go back. And surprisingly, my credit score was higher than I thought, because y'all know I'm in the midst of rebuilding my credit, and I thought I was like at 490, 500. Honey, Credit Karma was far off, honey. They had me right at 582, which means when this card comes and they start reporting to the credit bureau, I'm going to be up in the upper 600s faster than I thought. I thought I was going to be jumped up to like low 600s, but it looks like I'm going to be right at about 650 in no time. Because if I'm already at 583 right now, and the card ain't even came in the mail, and it's not even activated, that means I'm about to jump up to darn going 600. I mean, 650 plus. And then when I go back, so it's a temporary setback, which I think might have been good for me, because that means I don't have to worry about as high of an interest rate. You be amazed how much a difference in a credit score will make on how much interest you pay. Because I already knew I was about to pay about 20% darn on interest. And having now, when I go back and my credit score will be around like 670 something, I will predict that maybe I'll probably be around what, 12-15% instead, or 10. Well, I don't know, but damn sure won't be no 20-25%. So I guess, but at least I now know where I stand as far as, and then it's like I don't mind the inquiry, because it's like all my other past inquiries done fell off my report anyway, so I could have took that one hit and anyways. So yeah, that's what's happened to me today. Went to the car lot to no avail, but end up getting some still good news anyway. That basically saying that with my current income, as long as I get my first check at the schoolhouse when I go back, and along with my current stuff, because it's like I make just too little as an esthetician right now. And what really set me back was the fact that we couldn't do nothing for 2 months, so I'm relying solely on sales. Versus if I could have darn gone still doing my services, I would have been darn gonna qualified. A girl would have been coming home right with Governor Cooper. See, I'm going to remember this shit come November. I'm going to remember this shit come November. Because I still ain't heard nothing about no grants or anything for us beauticians who had to darn gonna be put on the back burner. Like I said, I could have been coming home with I would have been darn gonna jumping up and down telling y'all about my first car. My first car. And then y'all know a car is actually seen as positive debt on your darn gone credit report. So that would have jumped me up right there. Oh Lord Jesus! Between the darn gone car note and the car note and the credit card, honey, that would have put me in the 700s club. And then how about I'm still subscribed to Zulu because I'm looking at houses to rent, but I look at the dream houses that I want to buy, even though when I really get set, I want to get a modular home on an acre of land. But I'm not opposed to getting like a cheaper, because now I'm getting to thinking, I'm like, if I start selling enough of my kits and I get enough of a down payment, even though my dream house would be a modular, I can darn gonna rent out the house that I get temporarily that's like under $100,000. Honey, I seen a gorgeous house. Oh my goodness. Like I said, only in Fayetteville, North Carolina can you see a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom darn brick house that is now usually it'd be like a fixer upper, like it'd be some, it'd be like a hole in the wall, like a hole in the wall, and the you need to redo the flooring, the bathrooms all jacked up, and then the price be like $70,000, and it's a fixer up or sold as is. But this house, no, it's pretty decent. Like it ain't gorgeous, it ain't immaculate, but it's like, for me, it's like it's investable. Like even the shower, y'all know I don't even like no white tub, honey. I want my darn gone brown backsplash. I'm willing to put $3,000 on my own back, but honey, that darn gone large darn gone shower, honey. That large shower, it's a white, it's a white backdrop with the little bumps for you to put your products on, and it's so freaking long. And I was like, oh, I can actually do this. $55,000. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? I'm thinking like, God damn. Diva, you might need to start pushing your darn on. You might need to start pushing darn on drop shipping a little bit more, so you can darn gonna put down on that house instead, because it's like $55,000. I'm thinking, hell, I hope that shit's available after a month. Like I don't want to do it right now with a credit score of 5. Although at 580, I do qualify for an FHA loan. Although once again, I just as of an hour and darn going 27 minutes ago, as of 5:30, we just legally are able to start back working. So, and then I'm waiting on gloves and shit to come in the mail, so I can't darn gonna touch nobody physically. And then the schoolhouse saying we ain't going back to August 5th, so a first check from them ain't gonna be till like the 25th or something. Matter of fact, let me see. Let me go ahead and pull up this calendar. But honey, I hope that house is still. I mean, that's a diamond in the rough, honey. $55,000, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, and I ain't talking about no shitty bath. I'm talking about like this. The master bathroom has this large darn on tub. This tub with this darn on immaculate white darn on, is it called the backsplash or whatever? Like, oh my goodness, $55,000. I'm trying to think of how. Y'all know I ain't no real estate agent, so I'm trying to figure out like closing fees is what, 5%. To my real estate people who follow me, tell me how much would the ending be for a girl like me, though. I'm thinking closing costs is like 5%. So that's $2,750 that I need to come up with up front. And then inspection fees, North Carolina, we're rather low. You can get one between like $300-$500. Let's go on to 500 on the high end. So that's 3250 for like a full, thorough inspection of the house. Make sure you ain't getting no house that has no asbestos or no broken pipes or nothing like that, where it's like it's sewage coming up out the ground. Like you need to know all that shit, like the stuff that you visibly can't see to the eye. Like it pays for you to have a full thorough point inspection. Also, where they go through the walls, make sure it ain't no darn on rodent infestation. Make sure you ain't have to deal with no darn on roaches or whatever. Cause you might not see no dead roaches on the floor, but it might be some darn on edge or whatever in the walls. So yeah, I need a darn on full point inspection. So that'll bring the total, the 3250 right there. Then I'm thinking finance charge on a FHA loan, correct me if I'm wrong, is relatively low, right? About like 5%. So 55,000. Let's just say 10%. Once again, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just gonna go at the high end because of the fact that a bitch, it has less than 750 credit. So with that being said, I'm gonna assume that my interest rate will be 10%, even though I heard that usually it's 2-3% or 5% in worst case scenario. But I'm just gonna go with the worst case scenario. Let's say 10%. So 55,000 times 10%, that's 60,500. In which 3250, I think I would need to come up with upfront as far as the closing costs, which is about 5% of what the property value is. Oh well, sales tax and all that shit. Let me see. 55,000. We're in the state of North Carolina, so 5%. Is there a such thing as a real estate tax? Well, property tax, but I don't think that would have to be paid within the first year. So that's 57,750. Okay, 63,250. That's not including the closing costs, and the full point inspection. So I was looking like maybe, and then I don't think I have to put anything down with FHA. Do I have to put anything down with an FHA loan? I don't think I have to. I think I'll just be making monthly payments to them, right? Once again, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think, with an FHA loan, they put up all the money, especially with a house of this, magnitude. It's like, it's underneath $100,000. I think, they pay for the full price of the house, and then you start making monthly payments to them. Either you go into a 15-year mortgage or a 30-year mortgage. Me, at this price point, I do a 15-year mortgage, honey, and make, balloon payments. So 63,250 divided by 180. Yeah, 180. So my rent, my mortgage. Oh my God, I'm so used to saying damn rent that I can't even fathom saying mortgage. My mortgage underneath that type of scenario will be $351.38. I mean, oh my goodness. Honey, the rent here is darn going $450 for a darn going 2-bedroom apartment. A 2-bedroom apartment, which still decent, enough. But I mean, to get a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom house that is decent for the most part, that might just need a little slight paint here and there. That's about it. Like I've seen far worse. Like I've seen some houses for like $70,000-$80,000 that need like some full reconstruction. Like, oh no, you need to gut the kitchen out. You need to darn on, reholster the darn, like the cabinets look like they from the motherfucking 1970s. You got an old 1960 stove up in there. Like they even got a modern day stove up in there with a microwave. But now I don't like the microwave up top. Like that's the one downside. Like a bitch does want a darn on ventilation. But honey, at 50-some thousand dollars, and this is just a temporary home, and I'm going to end up renting out once my credit get up enough and my finances are right, and I get my own modeling home on a piece of land. Honey, this a damn dude. And this what darn gonna freaking do in the meantime, in between time. So I'm hoping I save that shit to my Zulu. I hope that shit's available a month. So although somebody probably snatched that shit up. Like I said, $55,000 for 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. It's all decent, and that darn on large darn on tub, big enough for like 3-4 people. And like I said, the way I calculated, $351 will be my darn on rent. Factoring in that the tax or whatever be like 10%, and then additional 5%. Like I said, closing costs and all that. I'm calculating $63,250, and then even if you add the other $3,250 for the closing costs and all that, I'm getting $66,500. Once again, this is just my rough estimates. I don't know all about real estate like that, honey, but a girl's background is in marketing. This is just me getting a rough estimate of how the fees and stuff will be. And then I'm calculating what will be the property tax on that. Probably something ridiculously low, less than $1,000 a year. So yeah. Oh my goodness. I mean, child, I might think maybe this is a sign of why I didn't get the darn old car today. Maybe this is that's why I'm not upset, because I'm thinking, well, damn, Juan, what the fuck is going on? You don't offer to pay multiple months of rent in advance. You got the income. Why isn't I'm not getting any callbacks? My credit score is actually higher than what I thought it was. And then next month is going to be in the upper 600s club, so it's really going to be darn on decent. It ain't good by no means, but hell, it ain't as worse as what I thought it was. I thought it was darn on about 480. Come to find out, it's a whole 100-some points higher. So I was like, well, damn, why in the hell I ain't getting no callbacks from these houses? Down the car lot done basically told me I was approved to go off the car lot with my darn on. And like I said, I was looking at a 2019 Kia, baby, with the camera, because y'all know a bitch can't darn on park worth a damn, honey. A bitch can't park worth a damn. So I wish it had the front camera. It just had the reverse camera. But it's like, honey, that would have been good for me, where I could darn on do the back parking, back purpose. That's the one thing I still can't do today. I can drive on country roads. I can drive in darn on snowy weather. I can drive in darn on thunderstorms. But it's like the most simplest shit. It gets this girl. Like, with my mother's car, half the time I can't even find the damn lights on the bitch. But it's like, as far as driving, I'm good. I like, get me on a country road, I'm good. Get me on a major highway, I'm good. But honey, ask me to park in a decent parking lot between two cars. I'm parking all the way down, about five parking spaces down, just so I don't accidentally bump into a bitch car. That's how bad I am at perpendicular parking. I know they say you're supposed to start turning the wheel once you see the license plate, and that shit don't never work out for me. My darn on car, the car still be off center. I say, hot damn. The only time I do somewhat decent is if I end up parking my car first before the cars beside me are parking. Like in Walmart, if I go early and it's like it's an empty section, I actually do fairly decent. I don't know what happens when it's already two cars on either side that it just fucks me up. It fucks me up every time. So I got to work on that. But honey, maybe, back to the main thing though, maybe this is a sign that I need to work on a mortgage. Like, I've been so, determined to darn on look at houses upwards of $800 a month just to rent. Couldn't get no answer. Then I said, well, let me go ahead and go to the car lot. That way I have me a guaranteed car to travel. And then if one of these jobs in Cary or Raleigh want to offer me a position again, because y'all remember I turned down like several positions last year. Turned down a darn gone good old receptionist position in Raleigh for $20 an hour. Then there was another darn on position and carry that was $15 an hour. Had to turn that shit down because I didn't have no car to travel. And then, Sanford, I could have went back to the chicken plant. That was $14.50 an hour. And darn on, overtime is $21. And you could constantly get at least 10 hours worth of overtime. But once again, my own mother won't even let me use the car to even go to the damn job that she had. Oh, spiteful heathen. But honey, like I said, this is maybe a sign. When I seen that darn on house for $55,000, it made me reevaluate my whole thought. Like, why? Maybe it is possible. But you just are so used to always being in apartments your entire life that you just naturally didn't fathom that this early in the game, with your income being where it is, that you didn't think that you could possibly go out for a mortgage. But the way I'm factored in these payments or whatever, $351 at the high end for me. The rent estimate though was $224 on the Zillow website, but it's like, honey, that's probably factoring in somebody with a 650 credit score. 650 credit score and several other factors. I'm on the worst end, so I added an extra $100 to it. So, but even then, like I said, that's over $100 less than the rent that is paid here. $351. I'll be a damn fool if this darn house is if it's still available in the next couple months that I don't darn jump on it. And then it's like, the surrounding area is it's like the houses are okay. It's decent enough for me. Like, it ain't it's better than everything right here. Like, it ain't the Kings Grant, Kings Point, or whatever, if y'all familiar with Fayetteville, North Carolina. But honey, it's far better than here. Like, it's some houses where it got a little junk in the yard, but it ain't too messy. And everybody has a house for the most part. And the houses are decently spaced out and all that shit. And it's a distance off from where I'm at in Fayetteville. It's closer to, like, it's borderline going towards Hope Mills. But it's still within Fayetteville, so I can travel and get to my job at the schoolhouse still within a decent time frame. And like Dr. I will give credit where credit is due. Like, he didn't do right by that darn on school in the sky coming into fruition, honey. He still ain't darn gave no respect. Once again, I know the Rona done a hit and everything, but honey, is the school going to open up this August? Now, the school supposed to open up last August. For y'all that know about Dr. Umar, honey. But I will give him credit on this, where he says that a lot of times black people get denied because we focus on the car before the mortgage. But see, I wasn't thinking like that, because I was like, well, hell, I'm about to rent a darn house, so that shit don't apply to me. I'm not in the darn financial position to be talking about a mortgage. And then my car, I actually need my car. So this is actually a divine moment right here. It's like, oh my goodness, I was meant to be put on hold for this car, where I might be in a position to get this darn particular house. And even if this house goes, I'm just putting it out there in the atmosphere that another house that might be even better. It might cost just a tad bit more, but my darn credit score about to jump up out the motherfucking roof, honey. I might be able to afford a $100,000 house. So with that being said, a temporary setback is going to be a long-term gain for your darn girl, honey. Maybe I'm thinking that this was fate, that I haven't received any callbacks from the houses that I was looking at, where I wanted to put upwards of $600 or $800. The rent was $600 to $800. I got temporarily that I did not get denied, but it was postponed. I was basically financially, everything was there, but the problem was I did not have no current pay stubs because of this darn shutdown. So I'm thinking, well, shit, maybe this was darn fate, because of the fact that it was meant for me to try out for a mortgage. And what y'all think about that? I mean, for my people who already own homes, I definitely love to know y'all thoughts on this, because sadly, I don't have nobody to look to in my family for a reference for the most part. The ones who are well off rightfully don't even fuck with it over here on this side of the family, and I can't even blame the money. So with that being said, honey, to my homeowners, y'all give me some tips of what y'all think. Um, with me making, let's say by August, I'm making around 2,000 a month as an esthetician, and in the school I'm bringing home another thousand. That's $3,000 a month. Like I said, this house is about $55,000. Y'all tell me for my, especially my real estate people, y'all tell me how good y'all think my odds are, especially with my credit score going to jump up to like 680 by that time. So a 680 credit score, my tax bracket is going to be around 36,000 a year, and the house after closing costs, extra taxes and fees is roughly about $66,500. So y'all tell me y'all thoughts on that. It's much appreciated. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'm gonna be back soon with some video. Matter of fact, I'm gonna record the my thoughts on Megan Good right now. So y'all subscribe to my, if you're not, subscribe to my main channel, DivaWuan, to get my thoughts on that.